Our shop organization system has started just breaking down, and we're going to see what we can do today to fix it. With a lot of large concurrent jobs happening right now, the organization system here at the shop broke down a little bit. So I went to Sam's Club, bought some things, and we're gonna see what we can do about fixing that. So here at the shop, we use different bins. We've got the little, like these Acromills or U-line bins, some larger ones, and then these bigger, like mailing tub, space age bins, I think they call them, with tags on them that say what's in them, what project it goes to, if it's work in progress, and so on. And they all go on a central shelf. Well, it's been a little confusing recently because we have several very large jobs going on that each have a lot of bins, and nobody really knows exactly which bin the thing they're looking for is in. And there's a lot of walking as well, which we don't like. That's wasted motion. So we're going to try something, which is using some smaller shelves that I bought at Sam's Club for relatively cheap. I want to say these were $50 or $60 for a set of shelves. They were cheaper than I could get them on Amazon even. And we're going to try having the work in progress where it is in the shop physically, whatever station it's at. So we'll have one of these shelves in the electronics area for circuit boards that are work in progress. We'll have a shelf in the machining area for parts that are work in progress there. We'll have one in the QC area, which is just behind the camera, for things that need to be QC'd. So whenever you're at a particular workstation, everything that is responsible to be worked on at that workstation should be there. That also means that our main shelves back there are going to be just for things that are green tagged or released, meaning that they've been completed, they've passed QC, they're ready to ship, they're ready to be integrated into something else, they're ready to be assembled, something other than it's a work in progress part. That's the big change that we need, is because now we've got so many things that need to be QC'd pretty rigorously, either mechanical or electronics, before they actually go on the shelf. And having a mix back there, in addition to having all the steps walking between the different workstations, has just become really obnoxious. So we're gonna try that. I've got several of the common bin sizes we use here, so I can figure out how to set the shelf heights. And we're going to open up these boxes and see what happens. I'm doing this on the floor because, as I said, we have several big projects going. So our big tables are currently occupied with delicate equipment, and I don't want to move it. One, because it's delicate and expensive, and these aren't. And two, it's just a lot of extra time. And I'm up here doing this after hours because this has been really bugging me. So we're gonna see how concrete floor and assembling shelves on pushing 40-year-old knees goes. Let's see what happens. Okay, so it's got these shelf liners. I don't know how they'll do for us. I guess we'll put them on instead of throw them away, see if they work or not. Also, it has feet and wheels, though I'm definitely gonna use the wheels. Learned a long time ago that if you can put it on wheels in your shop, you should. Adam Savage says that in his videos, and as usual, boy is he right. So, we'll take a quick look at the manual, though there shouldn't be much going on here. And now that we've got the huge amount of packing material mostly dealt with, hopefully these don't take too long to put together. They look pretty simple. All right, so the shelf is done. I'm gonna go ahead and do the second one. Same process, didn't take terribly long, and we'll go ahead and put them in their positions, load them up with the relevant work. They say they're rated to 1,200 pounds. I highly doubt that. Maybe they fly apart at 1,200 pounds, but I think for what we're trying to do, it's gonna be just fine.